3, 2, 1.
Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading, in particular, Mystery Reading number 1166. My name is Elizabeth, and before getting into this reading, if you are a recurring viewer, you enjoy my work and you would like to help support it, feel free to do so by sticking around and hitting that subscribe button down below, and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. If you do feel called to subscribe and stick around, welcome. And thank you very much for your support in helping me reach 300 subscribers at this time, as well as your presence during this reading. So, somebody coming across this video, or this reading, might be feeling inspired or empowered or emboldened to use their voice to just be honest about how they feel without an apology. Of course, that's in the context that you're expressing yourself honestly and respectfully, but, you know. I did just see 1, 2, 3 on the timer, which is a sign about trusting that everything happens for a reason. You are feeling more confident when it comes to using your voice, more open, for a reason. Maybe there's something significant here that you say, or that you feel inspired to say. And it could be anything, but to be a little more specific, for whoever needs the extra confirmation, it could be about something that frustrates you. Don't feel sorry for being angry. You're angry for a reason. If you don't already understand what that reason is, I encourage you to find it. I also just now saw the number 222 on the timer. And the number 2 can be confirmation of a significant relationship or a situation on your mind right now. Maybe there is something or someone specific that you want to express yourself to. The number 2 can also be about being very wise with your choices and making sure that you are protecting your peace and your investments, how you use your focus, your attention, your resources, etc. I think it's always important for us to be mindful of where and how we invest ourselves, because whatever you invest in will grow. So, what do you want to grow, and what don't you want to grow? Maybe what do you not want to become a bigger problem? And what can you do about it? How can you withdraw yourself Let's go ahead and get into interpreting 1166 now. There are 2 1s and 2 6s, so as of right now, these numbers, the number 1 and the number 6, feel equally important. And the number 1 is about grounding yourself in trust and faith. Trust and faith in yourself, what you're capable of, in the universe, what is possible for you, and what you and the universe can create or make happen together. How is your intuition or your inner voice guiding you right now? How do you feel called to use your strength right now, your faith? The number 6 is usually encouragement for you to love and protect and respect yourself over hating or neglecting yourself. It's basically about taking an opportunity to just love yourself more, whether it's just in general or something specific. Do whatever you need to do to love and respect yourself, because you deserve to love and respect yourself. Is there something about yourself that needs your attention or that you're not really proud of, whether it's a mistake or some sort of weakness? Whatever it is, take this opportunity to love yourself. And I do feel that when you do love yourself and respect yourself, your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, your own body, just all of who you are, it does help you have more trust and faith in yourself. I think it does help you connect more with a higher power. I believe that the universe wants things to grow and to evolve, because that's just how nature is. And we are part of nature. I feel like it's too easy to forget how human we are when we're surrounded by so much infrastructure and technology. But I would make the argument that even those sorts of things are also nature. It's just human nature, you know? So never forget the oneness that we all have with the universe. We are not separate, we are part of it. And honestly, I believe that's why we are able to communicate with it, because we are connected to it. We are the universe. We just first have to learn how to communicate and connect with ourselves, and then we can open that doorway to be able to connect with the universe. That's why self-love is so important. Having a healthy relationship with yourself is so important, because part of every healthy relationship is clear communication and boundaries. So how can you communicate with yourself right now? And maybe where could you draw a line with yourself right now, in terms of maybe how you speak to yourself, how you treat yourself, what you let yourself do, and what you don't let yourself do? Is there an opportunity here to hold yourself accountable? And I would think deeply on this one, because it can be deeply psychological in the way that you look at things and how you feel. Adding up these numbers, 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2 plus 6 is 8, and 8 plus 6 is 14, 1 plus 4 is 5. And the number 5 is about change, transformation. And this could be about you changing and transforming as a person, your environment changing and transforming, or it could be both. Your environment could have changed and it's forcing you to evolve as a person, or you could have changed and it's forcing your environment to change. No matter what the change is, make sure you are moving, well, if you have no other choice, make sure you are moving with it, with the current, and not against it. This could be an opportunity here, learning how to be more comfortable with change, with being uncomfortable. And I think it's more psychological and spiritual than anything, what there is to learn. Overall, with this number 1166, you have been encouraged to ground yourself in trust and faith and self-love. And it really does make sense how these could really help somebody with using their voice and expressing themselves, so you can move forward with confidence and unapologetically. You know? Whatever change you are being presented with, inside or outside of you, embrace it. Don't try to control what is, you know? maybe there is something here that you need to be more accepting of that is not within your control, but can help you focus more on what actually is in your control. So for this reading, in terms of the cards, I'm going to keep it very simple for this one, with just having the Secrets of Tarot cards. I am feeling connected to the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot, which I don't want to switch out. I still want to use the Secrets of Tarot. But you could have watched a reading recently where I did use the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot, maybe even the Magical Dogs Tarot. But with these Secrets of Tarot cards, I'm just going to pull a few of these to get more details, more messages, more advice, and guidance for you. And this could be related to what we already talked about with the number 1166, and even before that, with using your voice, or it could be something that we haven't even talked about yet. So it could be complementary to what we already have talked about. So the first card that I have is the Knight of Cups. It says romance, messenger, adventure, vision, and what does that say? Emotionally wise. There's also the zodiac signs of Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. I feel specifically connected to Pisces. And there's also the element of water. The artist of this deck wrote young man to 25 years, needing more confidence. And you don't have to be a young man, 25 years or younger. That's just more specific confirmation for anybody who is. But it really stood out to me that this card said needing more confidence. Because I talked about having the confidence to use your voice. And I just saw the number 2, 3, 4, which is a sign about trusting everything happens for a reason. Yeah, it's undeniable here that there is something significant here about expressing yourself emotionally. I also felt connected to the word danger when I was reading what was written on this Knight of Cups card. But is this about feeling emotionally dangerous, physically dangerous? Like, does expressing yourself somehow give you anxiety? And if it does, I think it's really, really important for you to discern whether or not the alarm bells are false. You know, if your fear is trying to limit you and there's no real danger, or it's genuinely trying to protect you. This Knight of Cups represents somebody, I suppose, that has a message, that has something to say. This is somebody who really follows their heart, especially with their words and their actions. It's about acting on the love and the care and the passion that is felt from within. Let's go ahead and draw these next 2 cards. Interesting. Okay. So I have the Ace of Wands here, which upright it says manifest, intention, capable, ready, passion, desire, begin, potential, new. There's the zodiac signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, and the element of fire. And I just saw the number 444 on the timer. And that number is connected to ancestors and stability. It seems like your ancestors in particular are focusing on this passionate, fiery opportunity that is either blocked or not ideal. And for the last card, we have a major arcana card, which is the World card in reverse. And up here it says grow, express, and create. The number 21 there, 2 plus 1 is 3. The number 3 is about using your voice, expressing yourself, taking an opportunity to heal and to grow. So coming back to this Ace of Wands over here, and it really made me think about what I said about the passion that you feel from within. Because the Wands cards, all the fire cards, in my opinion, is connected to your passion, what inspires you, what drives you. I just saw the number 555, which we have already established that the number 5 is about change or transformation. There's definitely a focus here on your passion, and maybe a need here to change in a way that helps you express this passion in a healthy and constructive way. A safe way, too, if that resonates for you. There is an opportunity here, but, like I said, it's either blocked or it's not ideal. So this tells me that either it's blocked because you're afraid to use your voice for some reason, or it's not ideal because it does give you anxiety and it genuinely makes you feel unsafe. It's not an ideal opportunity to express what you are passionate about, and it could be both of these things. I guess you're kind of at like some sort of threshold. Do you take this opportunity to express your passion, to invest what you are passionate about? The World card, as I said, is a major arcana card, so it's not a little idea here. The World card, which actually I didn't read what the artist wrote, it says overseas trip, money, luck, world in the palm of your hand, new opportunities. And speaking of new opportunity, I didn't read what the artist wrote on this ace either, which is new beginnings, birth, new ideas, and creation. I think it's interesting that this knight here is looking towards the world. It does feel like there is an opportunity to find a deep sense of closure, to turn the page on something, to, reach a turning point, or there's just the potential here for a very significant and powerful ending or change. And it feels like it depends on how you express yourself, or if you even do. Somebody here is wanting to express their emotions. So like I said before, in terms of fear, you gotta really look at, is it trying to limit you, or is it trying to protect you? And I feel like for this, it's more of a limit than about protection, because this Knight of Cups is upright, and the World card is a really good card to get when we're talking about the potential of a major ending or some sort of major change. So this actually really does feel like, how it says down here, needing more confidence. This feels like confirmation or guidance for you to find more courage when it comes to using your voice and expressing yourself emotionally, so you can accept and invest in a passionate opportunity and go through some sort of major transition. This reading overall has really encouraged you to have trust and faith in yourself, as well as the universe, and to make sure that you are loving and respecting and protecting yourself and fostering a healthy relationship with yourself. In fact, when it comes to being afraid to use your voice and to express yourself, especially emotionally, I really encourage you to reflect on where the resistance is coming from and how you could love yourself more to remove that resistance. Maybe how you could be more patient understanding, more caring towards yourself so you can express how you feel. It definitely feels like there is the opportunity to go through some sort of major change and transition because of the number 5 and the World card here, and even this Ace of Wands signifying some sort of new beginning, some sort of a change, because of every beginning there's an ending. So it feels like before you can accept a major opportunity that you're passionate about, you first have to be willing to move on from someone or something that is holding you back. And this could be psychological, spiritual, or physical that is holding you back. Really, how could you love yourself more right now? Trust yourself and have more faith in yourself so you can experience this change, this positive, major change, it feels like.